What if I told you I built a six-figure investment portfolio with just $25 a paycheck? No fancy strategy, no perfect timing, just one decision I kept showing up for. Welcome to my investing series where I help you shift your mindset, understand the lessons and milestones I went through on my investing journey, and how you can start building wealth for yourself and the next generation. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through what is investing so you can start making your money work for you. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to me, my name is Sashika Ma'at. I'm a financial coach and the founder of Jama Wealth Financial. I help you keep more cash in your pocket so you can position it to wealth and create a life of freedom and ease. So, we're going to talk about what investing is. I knew nothing. My first recollection of investing was in my 10th grade honors US history class, where we were talking about the Great Depression. So, if you can imagine, learning about investing where the stock market crashed and everyone lost a bunch of money and the economy was just in a devastated mode. Like that was my first memory of investing. We did an assignment in class where my teacher allowed us to invest in the stock market and pull out when we felt like we had reached the point where we had made money. A lot of my classmates, myself included, decided to keep our money in the market. And lo and behold, in that simulation, the market crashed, we lost all our money. So that was my first understanding of investing was, okay, you put your money in there, but you can also lose it. And it wasn't until I got my first corporate job where I sort of kind of understood investing. I just remember being in the HR meeting for the new hires, and they did this example where they said, oh, if you were to just invest $25 a paycheck, your money could grow to X amount by the time retirement. So I was like, okay, bet. Why not? It's just $25 a paycheck. And that's how I started. Even though I still didn't understand investing, even years later, when I actually started investing on my own, I still really didn't understand investing fully, but it did not stop me from building a six-figure investment portfolio. So the point is, you don't need to know everything about investing to start. You just have to start. First, I'm going to walk you through what is investing. Investing is when you put your time, energy, or money into something with the expectation that there will be a positive rate of return and that over time it will grow in value. So, in this series, I'll be talking about investing in the stock market. I also want to break down to you what is an asset. So, think about an asset as something that you own that is of value. So, think your home, your car, your investments in the stock market. Those are things that have value that you own. Now, let's talk about what are some types of assets when it comes to investing. My first experience investing outside of my employer's account. I liked Apple, I knew about Google, so I invested in those companies. So, Google as well as Apple, those are type of investments that are called stocks. You're essentially investing in a particular company. And when you invest in those companies, you're putting money in that company with the expectation that, again, it will grow in value and you will earn a return. Most companies have a particular price that you have to purchase that company for, which is called the share price. That is essentially what it costs for you to own one piece of that company. Therefore, if the value of the company increases over time, your shares will also increase over time. And that's how you earn money within the stock market. You are essentially owning a piece of a company with the expectation it will grow in value. So the other asset you can think about is bonds. When you think about a bond, essentially you are loaning money to a company or a government with the expectation that they will pay you back with interest. You can think about it as you acting as a bank and loaning money out, and then they're going to give you a little bit more back once they build up their money and earn some money. Now, the other asset that you can invest in is called ETFs or exchange traded funds. And that's essentially think of the stocks and the bonds. It could be a basket of stocks and bonds where you are investing not in just one company, but hundreds at the same time. This is my favorite kind of asset because I'm not putting everything into one company. You have the ability to invest in hundreds of companies. If one company doesn't do well and another does, it balances out over time. This is a great way for you to spread your risk because, again, there is risk associated with investing. So let's talk about risks. One of the things that you have to understand when it comes to investing is that not all assets are created equal. Some assets are riskier than others. For example, Stocks may be riskier than ETFs because with stocks, you may be investing in one individual company. If you put all your money into that one company and that company goes bankrupt, there goes all your money, right? With ETFs, as I mentioned, your risk is less because you have hundreds of companies within that fund to spread your risk across. Now, it doesn't mean that less, and it may be a little bit more to your liking because there's not as much volatility as if you were investing in one company. When I talk about volatility, it's the level at which the stock moves. So some companies, the stock may move up slightly, it may jump down. So again, remember the ETFs will fluctuate because even though one company may drop, another one may be doing well. So it tends to balance itself out. So the most important thing you want to understand is what is your risk level? What are you willing to take on? Are you okay with your stocks moving up and down? Understanding that over time, the value of your portfolio will increase? Or are you more like, I don't really want to see my portfolio moving a lot. I'd rather go with safer investments like bonds or ETFs that are bond heavy so that my investments are growing, but they're not fluctuating as much. That's something that you're going to have to decide for yourself of what your comfort level is. And there are assessments to determine what your risk tolerance is. Essentially, how much risk are you willing to take? Are you going in stock heavy where you're focusing on individual companies? Or are you more likely to lean more towards safer investments, bonds, or money market funds that still allows your money to grow, but at a safer level for your comfort? Now, let's talk about why is investing important. The first thing I want to tell you is that investing is for everyone. I don't care what your income level is. If you are able to manage your expenses and you have a little bit money left over, investing is for you. Your money will work harder for you than you having to work for it. One of the reasons why I got into investing was because I wanted to shift from a constant debt cycle and having to work and make my money and then throwing it to debt. I wanted to focus on how can I build up my money where I myself don't have to put in so much effort, where I can work and get the money, but now I'm taking my money to grow and build up for me faster than I ever could. Me building my six-figure investment portfolio started with investing in my employer's 401k account. The benefit to investing in this account was that I was also available to receive an employer match. So if you're working in a corporate environment and they have a 401k account, more than likely your employer may offer a match. They will match a certain percent of your salary, dollar for dollar, or up to a certain dollar based on the amount that you put in. So I would recommend that you check with your HR representative and understand what benefits are available to you because that's essentially free money that can help you build up your portfolio, right? I didn't have to do it alone. I had help with the matches I was getting. So when you think about why you want to invest, get access to that free money to help you build up. Your money is making money. The interest upon interest is building up. And the great thing about compounding interest is the longer you allow it to do its thing over time, the more it can grow for you. The heavy lifting really came from compound interest. The key things I want you to take away from this video is number one, investing is a way for you to allow your money to work for you so that you don't have to work as hard for money. It is a way to create your freedom and understand that investing is for everyone. It doesn't matter your income level, as long as you have a gap between your income and expenses and you have a little bit of money that you can put towards investing, you can start investing with $1, $5, $10, because every little bit counts as you are investing. So check out the next video in this series. I'll walk you through how to start investing even if you don't have a lot. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when the next video comes up.